Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and I guess I don't have one of my lights on bright enough. We'll deal with it.
You're fine.
Yeah. All right. So as you can see, Mike Kelly's in the house.
In the house again. Here I am.
He's actually back from playing in Vegas.
Playing.
Yes, you didn't
kill
yourself.
I played.
We go to conferences, but we also play a little bit.
I had a really good dinner at the Sarcano de Brazil, a meat warehouse,
Oh, really?
so to speak. They come out with the meat on the swords and they cut off what you want and you grab it with the little grabby
Where was
thing.
that located at?
Someplace in Vegas. It was way off strip.
Way off strip. Yeah, that's the best places.
Yeah.
Because then you don't pay high prices for everything.
It was pretty high, but it was, one of those office dinners. So thank you, Remax executive, for paying for my dinner that night. So,
all righty. All right. Well, anything that you learned from there? Like people
a little bit of Instagram stuff that I'm going
to
to have to sit down on the Instagram and say, now, what did they say? And pull out my little pamphlets that I grabbed.
You should hire Brian Galke to come because he takes unbelievable notes.
Oh,
so I don't even take notes when he's at a conference with me. I just go, can I have your notes afterwards?
Yeah, he's a good
problem.
note taker. I suck at taking notes.
He is unbelievable. I told him he needs to sell his notes to the conferences he's at, and he started doing that.
Oh, good.
Because a lot of people we try to take notes, but we're also trying to listen at the same time.
Exactly. And he's able to do both.
Yes, very much.
That's
unless he's on stage.
Was he ever a court reporter?
No. No, he was not.
That'd be fun to go in with one of those machines.
All right, why don't you talk about your news since you haven't been here?
I got news. Here's the numbers as of today. So this is usually Wednesday's numbers, but
that'd be yesterday.
That'd be yesterday. So this is today. This is Thursday's numbers. See if I can make that a little bit bigger.
Did Dodge just targeted $200 billion in improper payments?
To what?
I don't know. I can't turn up the volume.
What?
We're on air.
Okay, look at that. Closed escrows. We're almost at a full 2 months, right?
Yeah. So
375 closed escrows per month.
Well, we're at the end of the month.
What do we got? One more day?
We got this. That's not counting this week. I don't think that's probably counting as of last week.
No, this is through actually today.
Oh, really?
368 pendings. So that's up about 100 from last week. And 629 active listings, which is up about 100 listings since last week. So there's movement upward, kids. There's hope.
Yeah, but overall pending sales are down. I'm just talking nationwide.
Right.
Yeah. You want to drop that down for me?
Yeah. Hold on. I found my mouse.
All right.
There it is.
All right. So let's talk about the market. So right now the Dow's like, woohoo, 377 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bond market, where we at? We're down 2 basis points, but the 10-year sitting at 4.28 is slowly going down. Open at 4.26. So we're a little bit higher than that, but I talked about yesterday. It's going down very slow, which is what we want, so that it stays there. Like September last year, it went boom down, and I locked all these people. Boom, back up, and we don't want that. We want to keep it there.
Yeah. Good morning, Kevin.
Yes. All right. So we have today initial jobless claims. Initial jobless claims just measures individuals filing for unemployment benefits for the first time. Came in at 242,000 last week, which was an increase of 222,000 from the previous week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all those.
That's those government workers that didn't answer their email.
Well, I like to. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Anyway, revised figure. So that was the revised figure of last week was 220,000, which was below the expectation. So this current number was below expectations of 221,000. So,
wow.
Yeah. So continuing claims also showed improvement. Decreased from 1.862 million from the previous week to 1.867 million. Okay, I'm sorry. It's down to 1.862 from the week prior of 1.867. However, initial went up. So that means eventually it's going to go back up. These are people who have been on here forever and they're just falling off because they can't stay on forever.
Right.
Right. Okay. So then we also have, what else do we have today? Oh yeah, GDP. This is the second estimate for fourth quarter of last year, showed a 2.3% increase on an annualized basis. While this aligns with initial estimates, it is a slowdown from the 3.1% growth we saw in third quarter.
Okay.
So it's just started showing that, hey, people are going, this is too much. I just can't handle it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be buying. Durable good orders. for January exceeded expectations with a 3.1 increase month over month. So you can see things are all over the place.
Yeah.
Beating the anticipated 2%. When you exclude transportation, we're flat. They expected a 0.3 gain. Core capital goods, key indicator of business investment, rose by 0.8 and also outperformed by 0.3 of the forecast. So basic bottom line, durable goods through the roof. GDP showing that we were slowing down. You were talking overall. Look, you have something to say?
Yeah, it's just where are we?
Where are we? Yeah, exactly. We're all over. We have no idea. You just went through numbers locally. Well, pending home sales, which measures signed contract on existing homes, fell by 4.6% in January. This is the worst than they expected of a 1.3% decline. Year-over-year sales are down 5.2%, a slight drop from the 5% decline reported in the previous month. This is the worst that it's come in since 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
01.
Yeah, it's a weird number I just pulled out there. We're not there yet. That's after we're done here.
Right.
So
quick break.
Yeah. But the bond market is loving what this new administration is doing, what DOGE is doing, saving money. I don't know if you guys heard, but the post office is going to be under the Commerce Department now, and that will help fix that. And because they're going, we spend $40 billion to do the census, every 4 years or whatever, 10, whatever it is. And so they're like, okay, if we're losing $6 billion over here, we could just save that money and then cover the cost of the post office. Also, they're going to have them also do some Social Security work to where they can send and drop off that when someone has a new baby, they can give them the form and everything else. They'll have the post office do that.
Wow.
And so they're going to close a bunch of those offices. So they just keep saving money, but all this once it's done, has to get passed by Congress and everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. You saw the vote the other day on the no tips, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security.
You're talking about the one that went through the House.
Yeah. 212 to 217.
Yeah.
How many Democrats? 212.
Yeah, none of the Democrats
all voted no.
Yeah, of course they did.
Crazy.
The whole thing is
why can't we just align ourselves with common sense?
They don't want him. Here's what they're hoping, that it fails and they get nothing done. So in 2 years they can go, we're coming back, and everybody's going to say, no, you're not.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
I think Trump is across party lines. When you have Donnie Doach, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
He's like, I'm an independent. And all these guys going, and last time Trump was in, they were like, he was like, I can't stand that guy. I hate him. Well, it's a different world now. His cabinet is like the dream team. It's the Olympic dream team of the basketball team of I forget what year that was with Michael Jordan, all the top.
Oh yeah.
That's what we have in the government right now under Trump, whether you like it or not. The commerce guy, he is the one that lost everybody in the Twin Towers. He lost 653 of his employees, which most of them were friends because they all hired friends. Cantor Fitzgerald, and then he came back and did everything, and now he's serving, and that's what he's running. So he's made so much money. He understands commerce. He understands the stuff that he's in charge of. And he was talking about how Trump asked him, what can I do with the post office? And and then 24 hours later, he goes, what'd you come up with?
And he had something.
Oh yeah, he's like, this is what we do. Well, we already do this. Why don't we just move them underneath here? Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's thinking like a businessman. They're talking about getting rid of the half of the force, half of the federal lands, lands that we own, 650 million acres or something. It's just there. Why not just get rid of it? Sell half of it to people. Keep the forests, but the other land that's out there, because I know there's land all over the place. Use it, sell it for homes to be built on. Give it at a decent price to builders. But it has to be close to towns. That's the only thing.
Services.
It wouldn't be good up in, because up by us where it's Cold Springs. What are you going to build? Well, we're going to build 500 homes here.
We can sell them to.
People will buy them as second homes, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get affordable homes for people.
For everybody.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh,
that's kind of how it's been since you've been gone. It's just quick news. There's not a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about, but not a lot to just keep hashing.
That's just real estate.
Yeah,
real estate related. Although everything's trickling over. So
Well, they're talking about how bad it is out there in the real estate market for everybody. It's still bad. It's not. I mean, overall, volume wise, we're not. There's the volume's just not there still. And I talked to people, and they were like, I've talked to many people who were loan officers or who leave their license hung some places, and when they come across a deal, they send it to this company and they get 0.5% or whatever. And they're like, and it's just it's not a time to be in this market unless you're in this market full time.
Right. I agree. It's eking out a living.
It reminded me of the Huey Lewis song.
That's exactly what I was going for. I did good.
Working for a living.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I have for today.
Me too.
Yep. All right. Everybody make it a great day. We'll be back tomorrow, whether you want to. Tomorrow is important numbers. What's tomorrow there, Mike?
Tomorrow is going to be state numbers as far as listings
numbers.
sold. Oh, what are your numbers? Oh, I don't know. I'm so off.
It's the Fed's favorite gauge of inflation.
PPI?
No, that's
PCE?
Yes, there you go. I knew it was one of those 3-letter things.
I did.
All right.
I like PPI though.
Yeah. Well, PPI and CPI came out last week or the week before,
Okay.
and they were showing inflation. And now CPI is what the Fed looks at for overall gauge of inflation.
Yeah.
And I guess they're trying to buy a bunch of birds for the chickens to bring them.
Yeah. I guess they're going to start importing some chicken eggs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Costco has eggs.
Do they?
Yeah. And it's their 24 count, right? So that's 2 dozen was like $8. If you go to the store, 12 count is $8.
Oh, go to Costco then.
Well, the problem is you got to get there early.
Yeah, because they're all gone.
Yeah. Weekend, they're all gone. So anyway, and there's a limit now, 3 cartons.
I always just think that's a sales gimmick,
I don't think.
What if they really only want to buy one carton? Well, the limit's 3, so I better buy 3.
Well, I went there and went a month ago when Marcia was out of town, and I was like, I need some eggs, and I went there. There was no eggs. And then the time before that, before Marcia left, I walked up and the guy took like 4. And
then he saw the sign.
And no, there was no sign at that time. And then he came back and put 2 back, and I go to grab, and the other guy's trying to grab at the same time. So we got in a tussle. We were fighting over eggs.
Beat the hell out of him for an egg.
Yeah.
How many did you get? It was 24, but then only 8 survived.
I got them all, David. Didn't fight.
No,
all right.
I know.
Make it a great day. Thanks for being here.
Peace out, brothers
all right,
and sisters.